Good morning, lovely people. Great day to all. Um, I just want to talk to everybody for a second. Minus the noise outside. They're working on something out there. Um, I want y'all to do all you can to keep your peace. It's going to be very, very critical that you learn to keep your peace in the midst of this demonic presence that's roaming this earth, okay? The devil purposely doing all he can to snatch the living soul, living hearts out of men and women. And this is for everybody. He's using any and everything he can, any and everyone he can. He's causing a lot of chaos and confusion. We were told of this. In order for that, I don't want to say what I really want to say, but people with spiritual wisdom, people with wisdom in general, you already know. In order for that thing to come about, it has to be a lot of chaos and confusion going on out here. And I'm telling you, it's ramping up hot. Like I said before, the weather is hot, but it's very cold in the atmosphere. These people have cold hearts and souls. I mean, like soulless people. People with no kind of empathy, like you, okay, 20, 30, 40 years ago, when half of the things that we have experienced just in this year alone, just in this year, not even leading up to the year, but just half of the things experienced, like 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, it would have reached people at the heart, at the core of their soul. And the little presence of God that people had in them at that moment, they would have been able to, number one, identify the enemy was at his greatest work. And number two, they would want to do what was right, because they would have been able to identify what's really going on in the physical and in the spiritual realm. Because like we always tell y'all, these things that's happening, that plays out in the physical, it first manifests in the spiritual. There's spiritual warfare that's let loose all over the world, not just in America, but all over the world. And if y'all have not been able to take heed to what the signs are showing us, you're likely, most likely, is to be left behind. You will be caught up in the snares of the enemy, okay? Because he got y'all brainwashed. He got y'all right where he wants y'all at. I'm not going to really get too deep into a conversation on today. My main focus and purpose with getting up here is just to let y'all know the people who's hurting about all. Because you have to have a God kind of Christ-like mindset to be able, conscious, to have heart and sympathy and empathy for people who is actually hurting, who's going through things. Those people who don't have a bit of care and who loves to see anything bad and negative or hateful done to people, you know what side of that they're on, Look, y'all, it's two presents out here. There's good and there's evil. There's two forces, good and evil. There's going to be people that you know and love and trust, even some people you even grew up with, even whether it's in your family or friendships or people you work with, colleagues. This is the time when you're about to start seeing people for who they really are and their hearts. And this has no color on it. This is just where we at. It's wicked. And yes, there's a lot of racist things going on. But I'm trying to let y'all identify the hidden agendas, the hidden hands that's causing these things, that's manifesting these things out in the atmosphere and intensifying it to a great level. That's going to get even greater and greater. That's why I tell y'all, if you don't have the peace of God in you, you're going to lose it. These people's hearts and souls have waxed cold. A lot of these people, I believe, don't even have the capacity, the ability to sympathize for someone hurting. You can just see, like, even when you see a lot of the things that's going on out here, and when people have the ability to speak up and stand up for what's right, they don't. Even in their face, they don't care. That's a great indication of letting you know exactly where we at on the time clock in prophecy. Okay? So, my main thing is to get up here and encourage people, special people, believers. If you're not a believer, if you with that dark side, this is not for you, you know. And I rebuke you in advance in Jesus Christ's mighty name if you try to come up here and do any kind of your little dark presence or any kind of your dark acts. It won't be fulfilled here. Okay? But for the people who claim it and repping God, and y'all see a lot of things that's tearing away at your heart, because you do have a God conscience. You do have a ability to see things and feel things the way God would see things and feel it. I'm telling you all to find a way to stay in your peace. This is designed to tear people, to wear people out, to tear them down, to wear you out. The things I see on a daily basis, like if you don't have the peace of Jesus Christ in you, you will lose it. You will lose it. And he's ramping up all kinds of things out here. All kinds of things. It's every which way. It's something. Every day is something. I'm just like, Lord Jesus Christ, I thank God that he touched me when he touched me while waking me up at a time such as this. Because, you know, if I never had that spiritual encounter and I was not in God right now, I don't know what my mindset would probably be, hearing and seeing a lot of things that I'm hearing and seeing all around the world. I would be somewhere, probably checked in some kind of mental institution or even locked up somewhere, you know. But thank God for his grace, mercy, love, peace, and protection. Y'all gonna need to find people who don't know God. This is the time you really want to know him and be, not just know him, but love him and be under his covering. Get to know him a lot better than what you heard of him, but no, a personal relationship. It's going to be critical. It's critical. Because the more darkness comes, the more numb people's hearts and soul are. Their soul is, these people don't have the ability to sympathize with anybody. Nobody. No one. And trust me, they go home and they sleep peacefully. You got to understand, the devil, anybody in from the dark world, they don't have the ability. Even if they really wanted to, they can't. So screaming, yelling, get angry and everything else, it's not going to work for them, because something in their head got them captive. They're captive in their hearts, mind, and soul. Some of them already been brought over to the kingdom of darkness, and some of them just I don't really know the mindsets of some of these people out here, Lord. And then, like I tell y'all, a lot of times, a lot of the things that's going on with people, they're not from the hands of human hands. If you can get what I'm saying, you need to be covered under the blood of Jesus Christ every day, every night of your life. You cannot afford to get out here playing. Y'all get yourselves together. It's getting realer and realer and realer out here. Telling y'all because I love you. Even the ones who don't like me, I still love you. And I wouldn't even wish what's happening here now to people and what's about to happen to, especially in America. Y'all don't understand. America is already under judgment. Then just because judgment don't happen tomorrow doesn't mean that it's not under judgment. But if you take a look at what's going on around you that the news is not showing you, you understand why, and you will understand that it is, in fact, under judgment.
Mom.
So I'm going to let y'all go, but I'm going to let you know this, y'all. Protect your hearts, your mind, and your body and soul. Avoid things and people as much as you can. Take care of your business. Do what you got to do. Go to where you got to go to and get back into your safe space, you know. Don't walk around in fear and don't be walking timid, but you want to make sure that you try to eliminate as many interaction with the possibility of you happen to come in contact with anything that's from the kingdom of darkness. Because they out here and they out here heavy. Most importantly, stay in faith. And I pray God's peace, mercy, and protection and grace upon everybody who has a love and a heart for humanity, who don't like to see the things that's going on with everybody from all walks of life. Unjust things, unjust stuff, killings, just the evil things that's happening, just all kinds of stuff. It's so much to name. Like, I'm exhausted just sometimes just looking at it. So y'all, that's why I decided to get up here and make this video. Guard your hearts and your peace. You want to stay in your peace. This is a strategic plan from the enemy to get you out of your grace. Get you angry, get you mad, get you want to get out here and get out of the covering of God. Get you depressed, get you, whatever the situation may be. Whatever his agenda, which is plenty and many, to get God's people off course. He's going to do that to kill, steal, and destroy anybody and anyone, but especially people who has a love and heart for God and is trying to live right according to the will of God, the Most High God, not the God of this world, because there's two different gods. I'm talking about the God of gods. Once you're out of your covering, you leave space for the enemy to be able to ravish you in any kind of way. So y'all, get yourselves together, get in a righteous stance out here. Because we got our hands full. And it's not just with the racism. It's with all kinds of evil things going out here. Everything. Everyone. You can't even trust nobody nowadays. And it's hard to be like that. But it's like that. Stay prayed up. Ask God to increase your discernment. Because you've got to be able to know how to discern people in this hour. Alright, you guys. I love y'all. Y'all stay in your peace. Stay in faith, stay encouraged, stay strong, and just keep praying, keep watching and praying. I love y'all. Sincerely, Laneca Duggins.